maybe we'll put our oil to the side because we don't need it. Maybe we'll bring our eye pillow with us and come down onto your back and have your strap within reachable distance. So make yourself comfy on your back. You don't need to be holding your strap right now, but just have it so that you could reach out to it. If you want to pop your eye pillow on, you could. You might close your eyes instead. Or if you find it a bit tricky to close your eyes, you might just start to blink slowly. You could count down from 10 to 0 as you blink. So starting to just get ourselves settled. Let your body relax, take up the space that it needs. And perhaps take a nice deep breath in and then let it out. So welcome to Stretch and Rest. If you've not been to this particular class before, our stretch is kind of based a little bit on Yin Yoga and restorative yoga. So holding shapes for maybe 1, 2, sometimes 3 minutes. And rest is kind of what it says on the tin. So we take a longer Shavasana. If there's time, we have a short part of what we call Yoga Nidra, yoga sleep, at the very end. But for now, just bring your awareness and your focus into releasing down onto the mat. Let the head and the face soften, the shoulders and the arms, the back of the body down into the glutes, and all the way down the legs, letting the feet relax. So really kind of fully step out of the busyness of the world and find yourself present on your mat. There are likely going to be distractions. That might be from the people who live above, it might be from the street outside, it might be your own internal mind, just leading you away from being present. But as best you can, draw yourself back onto your mat, into your body. I'm going to start with a short breathing practice. So this can help to ground you. You also might find that you're not thinking too much when you're focusing on something like your breath. In a moment, I'll count 1 to 4, you'll breathe in. Then I'll count 4 to 1, you'll breathe out. And then we'll change it up a little bit. So we'll take 3 rounds, pause, and then maybe change it. So breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just come back to what you feel is your natural breath. Or if you need it, a deeper breath. And if you felt like that was enough and that count was right for you, then absolutely just repeat that. In our softer, kind of more relaxed classes, you might find that your exhale is a little bit longer. That will allow you just to surrender. So we're going to try and breathe in for 4 and out for 6. So when you're breathing out, rather than just a breath out, it's more like a slow out. So we'll take that 3 times, just see how you get along. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to natural breath, or maybe a deeper breath. And you can always come back to your breath counting in any moments where you feel like you're just stepping away or being drawn away from your practice. Starting to move into your body in a way that works for you. So as you explore your body with stretching, rolling around, squeezing, massaging, just taking note of any areas that might need a little bit more care and attention, any areas that feel nice to stretch out and find space. What's going on in your body this evening, this Friday evening? How does your body feel? Just take your time to explore. There's no rush, there's no right or wrong. And then let's bring the soles of the feet onto the ground. As you breathe in, bring that right knee in towards you. Catch hold of the shin if you can, so that when you draw that right knee in, you're just squeezing the calf muscle onto the back of your thigh. It comes out a little bit to the right side, so we're not crushing too much into our side body or ribs. And then perhaps as you exhale, you slide the left leg down onto the mat. You could flex into both of your feet. So flexing is turning the toes back point, or you could literally point the toes away. Just see how it feels. Try and soften into your jaw and your shoulders. We're going to take a few more breaths here. Keep hold of your right leg, pop your left foot back down on the ground. And then we're going to transfer the hold of that right leg to behind the thigh. And we're still drawing down as if we're bringing that right knee towards our shoulder or armpit. Drawing it out as far as we can to the side of the body, and then starting to turn the sole of the foot up towards the sky. So think of happy baby here. We're going to hold this for 2 minutes. So that's why you've got a strap nearby. If you feel like actually it would be a better decision for me to pop the strap around the arch of your foot and hold a strap in either side of the hands, then go for that. So you feel into what support you need. Yin and restorative yoga are very much about offering ourselves support. Draw the elbows right down onto the earth. So lengthen your strap as much as you need to. When you feel like you've found the position that works, take a nice deep breath in. And as you breathe out, see if you can just soften and settle here. So we're going to take these 2 minutes. You don't have to be completely still, and you won't be, of course. But it might just be the fact that you avoid trying to fidget too much. You could close the eyes, soften the jaw, relax the shoulders. Just maintain that bend in the knee, drawing out to the right side of the body. So if you've got your leg more pointed straight up, see if you can take it out to the right a little bit and draw the knee down. We've got just 1 more minute here. You're completely free to release if you need to at any point, of course. You might feel like as you relax a little bit, there's some more space, or you might feel like, actually, if I listen to my body here, it's telling me that I just need to soften off in some way. Last few breaths here. Slowly, as you exhale, start to unthread the strap, release the foot down. Where does your body instinctively want to go from there? Do you want to stretch the legs out, draw the knees in, maybe drop them from side to side? They're just a couple of suggestions. You might bring the hands to the belly and just come back to counting your breath or awareness of your breath. In Yin, we call this rebound. So we just take this sacred pause after our shape to let it settle. Slowly, the soles of the feet come back onto the earth. As you breathe in, draw that left knee in towards you. Interlace the fingers over the shin, squeeze the calf into the back of the thigh, take it out to the left side. Maybe as you exhale, you slide the right leg down onto the mat, flexing, pointing some midway with the feet, whatever feels best. Soften into the upper body. Let's just take this for a few more breaths. We're keeping hold of that left leg, popping the right foot down onto the ground, then transfer the hold to the back of that left thigh. We're still drawing out to the side, coming into our half happy baby by turning the sole of the foot to the sky. Support the back of your thigh, or maybe you're even squeezing into your calf. Maybe you're reaching for your strap and strapping around the arch of the foot. Completely up to you. When you feel like you've found the position that works for you, take a breath in. As you breathe out, see if you can just soften that upper body. And keeping a little bit of strength and stretch and flex through that lower body. 1.5 minutes here. A little bit of twitching and kind of vibrating in the leg is absolutely normal. So even if you practice yin really regularly, it's probably not positions that we're used to holding our body in. So it's just our body responding. Any sharp kind of pain is different. So if there's something that feels very sharp, then we'll gently release. Less than a minute here. Stay with that steady breath. Last few breaths in this shape. Ananda Balasana. As you exhale, release the strap and the hold. Plant the foot down and take it where you need it to go from there. If you're not sure, that's fine. Sometimes our body might give us little signals or signs. If we just close the eyes, we might start to naturally sway or stretch in a certain way. And then it's up to you here. So if you feel that your energy is a little bit lower or your body is a little bit more tired, you might just roll yourself to the right and then push yourself up to a seat. Or you could bring the knees into the chest, catch the backs of the thighs, and just have a roll up and down the spine. Let's meet in Sukhasana if we can, with the right leg in front of your left leg. So if Sukhasana doesn't work, then you could pop the feet together, knees wide. Oh, look at Sam, he's rolling his strap up. Now, that is the yoga people I love. So from here, we're going to sit nice and tall, reach the hands up towards the sky. So just get some length through the side of the body. Then bring the hands in line with the shoulders. Cross your right elbow over the left. Options here could be to bring your opposite hands to shoulders, or you could wrap and clasp hold of the palms. You might take the thumbs, backs of hands. So whatever you can reach for. What might change your position is we then want to draw the elbows, or maybe if you've got hands away from us, and lift the elbows in line with the shoulders. So it feels like we're drawing the back open. Gaze into inner elbows or maybe closing the eyes. Let's take awareness then to the lower back. So it's quite common that to kind of compensate for a position that feels a little bit tricky, we'll push the ribs forwards and we create this back bend. If we notice we're doing that, we'll just draw the belly button in slightly and sit nice and tall. We're only going to take about 40 more seconds here. So things that are a little bit more active will take less time in. Steady breath will really help. We're halfway there. Keep the spine nice and long. Find your point of focus. Take a breath in when it's there. As you breathe out, start to unravel. You're going to release the fingertips down to the ground. Just drop the chin to the chest and breathe there. Let the shoulders soften, the arms be heavy. As we inhale, the gaze comes to neutral, the fingertips lift towards the sky. As we exhale, fingertips in line with the shoulders, we're taking left over right. It might be a different variation that you have on each side. That's fine. So go with what feels good here. Draw the elbows and maybe the fingers away. Lift them in line with the shoulders and find the position there. It may change. Gaze forwards, maybe close the eyes. Once again, awareness to the lower spine. So we're trying to keep the whole of that spine nice and long, but not too rigid. About 40 seconds left here. Halfway there. Nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, unravel, fingertips drift to the earth, drop the chin to the chest. Take a deep breath, and anything else that feels right for you there, or maybe it's just to be still. You might want to roll the shoulders, have a little drop of the neck and the ear from side to side. So just suggestions. Well, let's place the hands onto the knees or thighs. As we breathe in, we feel that tilt and compression of the lower spine as we lift the heart and lift the chin. As we breathe out, we're pushing the spine away, elbows wide, chin to chest. So our seated cat and cow. Just take a couple more like that with your own breath. Let's take two more if you're still going. And eventually back to neutral, making our way onto our hands and knees, however works for you. So have the fingers spread. You might have shoulders a little bit behind the wrists, hips and knees in line or slightly out of line. And from here, we're going to take a couple more cat and cow. So benefiting our wrists now and our knees. Keeping the hands where they are, starting to walk the knees backwards. We drop the elbows to the earth, let the bum shift nice and high. From here, you could relax the head. You could slide the fingertips forwards. Keep the bum high. Let the heart drift down towards the earth. So coming into our melting heart position. If you feel that this is very intense on the knees, use a blanket. Through upper body, you might catch hold of opposite elbows. Again, there's no pressure to stay in a shape. Find that steadiness of breath. We're going to take around another minute and a half here. So we're on our kind of second sequence for summer, but we're still honouring that summer is the time of the heart space, the organ of the heart. Also working a little bit into the legs, particularly the calves, connected to the heart through the pumping of blood back up towards the heart against gravity. So pretty important to that. Got less than a minute here. You might draw back and soften. You might find there's more space. In Yin, we call it finding your edge. Last few breaths. From here, start to walk the hands back, bring the knees together if that feels okay. And we're going to sit our bum down onto our heels, have a nice tall spine. So feeling that kind of pressure and that squeeze into the calves. We're going to end up lifting our bum a little bit, but as little as we can. So we might need a couple of props perhaps. Just to start to bring the forehead towards the earth, relax the arms down by the side of the body. So we still want to be able to feel that little bit of squeeze to the legs. So our kind of embryo version of child's pose. Let the head relax, whether it meets the earth or whether there is a prop that's involved. Let the arms just relax. Try not to squash into the nose too much. So we still want to be able to breathe nice and clearly. We're going to take 1 minute here. Because it is warmer, if that feels like, look, it's a little bit suffocating for me, then you might spread the knees a little bit wider. Last couple of breaths here. Plant the hands down onto the ground and just start to push yourself up. Take a breath or two. And then we're going to step our right foot forwards. So step it nice and wide out to the right edge of the mat. You could well just keep all your bits and bobs here. As we breathe in, we'll lift up a little bit, just into our lunge or lizard position. And as we breathe out, we're going to take our body down inside that right leg. So there's quite a heavy load that starts to press into that right foot. If you feel that it's quite heavy through your back knee, then maybe just take your back knee a little bit out of line of your hip. Try and let the head be heavy. Oh. So this is similar to when we were lying on our back in our happy baby position. Halfway there. If this feels like the level of intensity is just where it should be, this is your edge, then stay there. If you feel like you want to explore something else, you might start to turn the right toes away from you. You might come onto the outside edge of your right foot, just opening up into that right inner leg line. Another thing you could explore is taking it into a twist. So we place the left elbow or hand down and just gently lift and turn the body to the right. So we could place hand on hip. We could place the hand inside the right leg, but we're not kind of using that to force anything. More so we're lifting and turning the heart. Come back to that steady breath. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, start to turn forwards, hands to park or to the earth. Step that right knee back. Where do you need to be from here? Do you want to just sit and take a break? Do you fancy popping back down into child's pose? Do you maybe want to lift and have a full body stretch in downward dog? So just options. There might be something else. Let's come onto the knees from wherever we are. Gently step that left foot forwards. The further we come out to the left, the more space we've kind of got for the body as we come down. We breathe in to lift up. You can absolutely stay there if you prefer. Or as you breathe out, just start to tuck the torso down inside that left leg. Adjust your back knee as appropriate. Try and let the face soften and the head be heavy. We'll take a minute here and then we'll go through those options for our lizard or dragon position. If it becomes too intense, just step yourself back, find a seat. You're more than welcome to lie down. So yin is a cooling practice, but there are some positions that are more active. This is one of them. So you may find that as well as with the warm weather, it's creating a little bit of heat in your system. Halfway there. Just taking a moment to feel out what is happening in your body. Here is where you are, the edge, or maybe you start to turn the toes out to the left. Maybe start to push through the right hand or the arm and just gently turn and open the heart to the left. Completely up to you. Halfway there. We breathe in that opening, and as we breathe out, we turn the heart and the toes back to center. From here, plant the fingertips down. We're going to lift that back knee as many steps as you need just to step the foot forwards. Take a breath in, lengthen the legs. And as you breathe out, soften the knees, let the head be heavy, find your forward fold. If you do feel very warm or a little bit dizzy or anything, then take yourself up to a halfway position. Head first, then heart. Come all the way up. Just take your time. Okay. Just take the gaze forwards from here. Make sure the arms are nice and soft. The stance is nice and tall. And as we breathe in, we're going to lift up onto the balls of the feet. As we breathe out, just drop the heels down with as much control as you can. Just maybe take 4 or 5 more like that. Inhale to lift, exhale to relax. If you want to take it into a little bit more of a full body and coordination, we breathe in, fingertips, and then the hands meet the side of the body when the heels come to the earth. Again, normal just to have a kind of little shake or a quiver to the feet. Just take a couple more wherever we are. Or if you feel like now I need to stop, then pause. One more. Turn the palms forwards, roll the shoulders back. Just keep your gaze ahead or maybe close your eyes, take a deeper breath. Oh, Tadasana. And that's the only standing thing that we're going to do. We're going to come down to the ground through Malasana in a minute. So as we'll be there for a couple of minutes, you might want to plant your blocks to sit on or your bolster or both. And just kind of measure. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you just fall flat on your ass. But, you know, we're all friends here. It's fine. We'll take the toes out, the heels in. Try and keep the heart nice and open as we come down. So we'll breathe in. As we breathe out, we're just slowly coming down. Maybe sitting onto our blocks or our bolster. We might bring the hands to the heart. You might just let the arms drift forwards and let the chin come to the chest. We're going to take 2 minutes here. If you kind of feel like, do you know what, that's just not a position for me, pop your bum down, find butterfly. So we're still essentially doing the same thing, external rotation, up to you. Maybe closing the eyes where you are. Perfect opportunity just to come back to either equal action breath, 4 and 4, or maybe 4 and breathing out slowly for 6. Just over a minute here. Last 30 seconds. If you are in Malasana, then bringing the hands behind you and just sitting your bum down. Let's all extend the legs forwards. Might give them a little shake or a pat. And then from here, if you want to use a little bit of your oil, there is rosemary or lavender. It's mixed with grapeseed, so not with any kind of nut oil. Just maybe put a little bit in your hand. Rub it together. You might want to give your calf muscle a little bit of a massage. Inner lines of the arms connected to the heart, hands or feet, lots of pressure points. Back of the neck, around the jaw for stress. You can pop rosemary in your hair as well. And then we're going to make our way down onto our back. So maybe have a sip of your drink if you've got one. Think about once you come down, you don't want to have to get back up again. So you might take your bolster just to the side of you. If you know you're going to want your eye pillow, you might have that there. Bend it into the knees, just rolling yourself down. Let the spine meet the earth. Perhaps take a deeper breath. Take your time. Pop the soles of the feet down onto the ground. We're going to bring the knees in towards the chest. Catch hold of perhaps the shins if you can. So we're squeezing the calf muscles once again into the backs of the thighs. And then holding on to each knee, take the knees out as wide as you feel comfortable and your feet as well. Hold the backs of the thighs. We're taking our full happy baby. So at the beginning of the practice, we did one leg at a time. Whether you just want to let your feet be soft and focus on drawing the thighs in towards the rib cage, whether you want to turn the soles of the feet to the sky. We're going to take 1 minute here. So find again what your edge is, and your edge will change. If we were practicing kind of more of a traditional approach to yin, we might take up to 5 minutes in something. So we would start off kind of really slowly and really quite far away from the edge, and maybe progress there, maybe not. Last couple of breaths. As you exhale, bring the knees together, pop the soles of the feet down, take a full breath in and out, just to reground for a moment. You might take the arms out a little bit wider or turn the backs of the hands onto the earth. A little press through the feet, slide your bum to the left, let your knees drop over to the right, adjust them accordingly. Keep your upper body nice and close to the earth. So we're still keeping our heart open. You might drift the gaze over to the left if that works for the face, the head and the neck. Just let the eyes be soft here. I'm going to take 1 more minute. Bringing the gaze and the knees back towards center. Plant the feet down. And then just in your own time, drift the knees to the left, maybe the gaze to the right. Closing the eyes or just blinking slowly. You might even count each time you blink. Draw yourself back to center. Maybe you stretch out, maybe bring the knees in or something else. And then find your way into Shavasana. Whatever version works for you, back of body, side of body, supported with props or not. And just taking a nice deep breath. Oh, maybe allowing the eyes to close or the gaze to fix or soften. And as we come to our relaxation, we'll just take a journey through the body. You might find spontaneous movements occur, but really we're taking the mind on a journey around the body. You might offer each part or area of your body healing, rest, appreciation, whatever you feel it needs. You might just become aware of each part or area, starting to soften into the earth. Beginning with the soles of the feet, the tips of the toes, the ankles, lower legs, kneecaps and the backs of the knees, the thighs and the glutes. Becoming aware of the base of your spine. Maybe it's in contact with the earth, maybe it's gently lifted away. And traveling up to the middle of the back, the top of the spine, the back of the neck. As you exhale, we branch out across the upper back, past the shoulder blades, into the shoulders, down the upper arms. past the elbows, into the lower arms, wrists, back of each hand, the tip of each finger and thumb, and the palm of each hand. The comfortable heaviness at the back of your head, the softening of the features of the face, the forehead, the eyebrows, the eyes, ears, nose, cheeks, lips, chin, jaw, down into the throat space. And continuing down the front of our body, past the heart, the ribs, and into the belly, where breath unfolds. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Nothing else to do for the next few minutes, but continue in your rest. So you take a deeper breath or breathe in for 4, breathe out for 4. And really slowly just begin to bring an awareness back to your body, maybe to the fingers, the toes, the face, as you start to wiggle, stretch, whatever you feel you need. And just be aware of who and what is around you as you roll yourself onto the side of your body. If you're not there already, just take a pause on the side of the body. Push into the earth and start to bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. You might reclose the eyes if you open the eyes. Just sitting nice and tall, but still with an element of softness. We could place the hands to the heart or press the palms together in Namaskar. We'll just close our practice with a single arm, so you don't have to sing, you don't even have to chant, you could or listen. We breathe in, and then as we breathe out, we all. Nice deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale, maybe drop the chin to the chest. Take a moment to thank yourself, body, breath, mind, perhaps spirit and soul, if that's your belief. We thank each other for sharing our time, our energy, our practice on Friday evening. And of course, thank you for trusting me. Have a beautiful weekend. The light and dark in me honors the light and dark in me. Namaste.